Hello, Ed here from Crystal Clear Aquatics, and today I'm doing something a little bit different. An animal rescue on a local pond that sadly has dried up. It's on a local golf course which closed down during the COVID. There's nobody here to look after it or top it up, and we're at the stage now where there's 2 or 3 large carp which are really floundering in shallow water and desperately need some attention. So we've come along to try and hook them out of the pond, and then we're going to move them off to a lovely big 3-acre lake locally where they can have a nice time. The issue with this pond is it's incredibly silty. I've come with some help just to make sure that if I get stuck in the pond I can get out again. And here you can see that's the largest fish, if you can just see the ripples on the surface. So it really is that shallow that the body is sticking out of the water. So it's quite urgent that we do something. I think all the smaller fish have been picked off by the heron and what's left are just too big to be preyed on. But this silt is pretty squidgy.
That's really, really deep.
Mad to think this much silt builds up. How long's your tow rope? Not that long.
No. Do you reckon it's just the one?
Do what?
Do you reckon it's just the one?
Well, I think I saw a couple.
Couldn't be asked to fight, could it?
That is a lot of silt.
Didn't look like he had much fight in him, mate, did he?
You what?
Didn't look like he had much fight in him.
No. Got fighting now.
Oh, it'd be in a box. Oh, it's big, isn't he?
Not bad size. Right, I'm pretty sure I saw a second one, but I'm going to walk around the pond and have a look. Bloody hell, that's hard work.
So they don't mind silty water then, carp?
This is, no, so carp are naturally muddy water fish,
Yeah.
and they developed, obviously they've got barbels, so they can feel at the bottom of the pond in cloudy, turgid water so they can feed. And they're bottom feeders, they've got a downturned mouth because they're used to feeding in the bottom. So they can tolerate low oxygen levels, and they can tolerate periods of drying out, even surviving just in wet mud. But it's not any good for them.
No.
Nice. Right. Let's have a look at it. Here's a nice mirror carp. You see him?
Yeah.
Bit skinny. He's not going to like being in here for too long, so I'm just going to have a quick wander around.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't be suffering quite too much.
It looks like, Ed, it's right in front of you. If it's there. But like...
I can see one.
You see it?
Yeah.
Is that just the one?
Don't do that.
He's a big one.
Oh, what?
It's behind you. It's behind you. He's in.
My legs are going to kill tomorrow.
Don't you go to the gym, mate.
Oh, going in. Look at the heron wading footprints there.
Yeah. He's on the lookout, isn't he? Oh, mate, he's covered, isn't he? Nice little bath.
Last one.
Attempt number 3 then. Do you reckon he's in the reeds?
Yeah.
Further towards the buoy or this side?
No, just over here. I can see him now.
Really? Could do with a little drone, mate.
Yeah, that would be good.
Go, number 3. Good spot, Ed. That's a great spot. That's a great spot.
a nice common carp, this one.
Is it different to the other two?
Pardon?
Different to the other two?
Yeah, so the other's a mirror carp. They've got big
Scales.
scales, yeah. This one's got just small, regular scales all over.
So he has.
Right, we've got to go and get him into the big tub pretty pronto. See the difference in scales?
Yeah.
Right, we've got to get out quick now. They're going to be very little oxygen.
Is it worth doing another tub, or do you reckon it's just safer to...
No, safer just to get them straight out. Wheel them across.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm going to leave everything else here. Go and stick them straight in.
Nice and clean.
See, ideally I'd want to transfer their own water.
Yeah.
But it's not all going together. One of them's got a big scale missing. He's probably been pecked out by a heron. Right, I've got some water. I'm going to get the air pumps going. If you can stay by the vehicle.
Roger.
And I'll go and get all our stuff. Well, that was 3 carp successfully rescued. I think it was quite important that we got those out pretty quick. That was hard work. Almost waist deep silt, incredibly sticky. There's a very convenient sort of water pipe that I was able to use to kind of brace myself, and then using the very buoyant crate over there as a crutch just to help me was very useful. I'm pretty sure it's only 3 that are in here, but I will come back over the next few evenings and just keep an eye out to see if I can see any obvious ripples that might signify there's some more in here. Fortunately, I spoke to the RSPCA earlier on. They'd come out to have a look and had also agreed that there was a welfare issue with the fish, but sadly they couldn't do anything for a couple of weeks. So I kind of felt obliged, it was my duty as a pond man in the village to come along and help them out. So I'll take them back home, keep them in my holding tank just so I can keep an eye on them and keep them well aerated, get them cleaned up, and then with a bit of luck later on this afternoon they'll get introduced to their new home. Right, we're just off to the new destination, the new home for the carp, and there's this lovely, lovely privately owned lake. They've moved from a pretty small pond to a mansion. I think they're going to be very happy in here. Now it's worth noting there's always a risk when you're introducing fish or moving livestock from one place to another, particularly in ponds as they're enclosed environments, and if you haven't moved fish around or introduced new fish into this environment, it's possible that in such a closed environment you can reintroduce disease, harmful bacteria, pathogens, viruses, that kind of thing. So you really need to weigh up how important it is to move the fish in the first place. Now in this particular instance, these 3 poor carp were really in very, very shallow water. There's nobody there on the golf course to look after them. There's no heavy rain expected imminently, which is going to naturally top the pond up, and adding lots and lots of tap water to the pond to get it a little bit deeper for the fish could have been harmful for them in any case. So it really was weighing up what was best for them. Even the RSPCA here deemed that there was a welfare issue with the livestock and were quite keen to get them moved as quickly as possible. So we're just extremely lucky that we have somebody who is willing to allow the fish to be donated to this privately owned pond. So without further ado, I shall go and get him out of the van with the help of my new cameraman. This is Theo. He's got Cedric the carp. So we're going to go and get the fish, aren't we, and put them in the lake.
Okay. That nearly touched me, Dad. Got one.
Think he's as big as Cedric?
Um,
He's not far off, is he? Right, come on, I've got to get into the water quick.
wow. I thought that Cedric had the scales on so that you could just like
Remember what kind of carp
see
he
them.
is?
No, I've
Is he a common carp or
forgotten.
is he a mirror carp?
Mirror cup?
How deep the water is here. It could be really muddy and I might end up sinking. There we go. You are off to a new home. He goes.
Off to have a new adventure.
Yep. Right then, let's go and get the next one.
Already got it? Already? That was
one?
quicker.
Look at the scales.
That's a lot more.
That's a common carp, that one.
Yeah. Oh. Is Cedric a mirror carp?
Cedric's a mirror carp. He's got big scales.
Yeah.
Goes.
Another mirror carp.
Another mirror carp, yep.
Oh. His mouth is opening, Dad.
Yep, big mouth, isn't it?
Yeah. Bye-bye. Oh, no, still in the net. And now bye-bye.
Lovely. Right, that's 3 successfully rehomed carp. I'm sure they're going to have a wonderful time in this lake. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Ed.
And I'm Theo.
And we're Crystal Clear Aquatics. Thanks very much.